What's going on, guys? This is Jonathan here with Techfest Lunch and Dinner. We got a different video for you guys today. Got a special guest, MTPFLYERS, so I'm sure most of you guys know who he is. If you guys don't know, go ahead and check out his channel. He has a lot of Mac tech-based videos just like here. He's been doing it a lot longer than I have. He's actually going to post a similar video to this with a little bit of a twist, going over the history of Apple later today, so go ahead and stay tuned for that. But we had a little bit of a in-depth conversation, kind of a debate over the new Apple event coming Wednesday, and we really talked about it. We wanted to give you guys a little different angle, not just go over the rumors that you guys see on Mac Rumors. So that's just a little intro to this video. Let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Oh yeah! Hello everybody, welcome to the show! Just kidding.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright, you guys see we're jumped over to the debate, whatever you want to call it, portion of this video. We're on Skype right now doing screen flow, the whole 9 yards. So we're going to talk about some of the rumors. Like I said, we want to do something a little bit different, and there's a million different people reading off Mac rumors and talking about the actual, what's going to happen. We all know what's going to happen, but we want to talk about my side, Michael's side, then get you guys involved. You guys can leave us some comments, have some fun with this. So Michael, if you want to kick off the first topic, we can get started.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, the first topic that we have going on today is what everybody's calling the iTV at the moment. Now, Apple could go one of two ways with the name itself and try to buy it out. Now, it seems that they have already gone this route before, John, and that was back in 2007 when they first introduced the Apple TV. The name iTV was what it was being called, and even Steve Jobs himself at the Macworld, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I went back and watched it. I have no life. But anyway, went back, and he even said, excuse me if I call it iTV, it is the Apple TV. So he apologized ahead of time. So it sounds like they were working it back then. Who knows if they're going to work it now?
Yeah.
But you know what, John? It doesn't matter because it's not coming out.
Okay, this is where we're going to disagree. So I don't know where you guys stand on this. Leave us a comment for sure if you think they're going to have it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes or no, you guys let us know. I personally, just because, I see Michael's points. We've talked about it before this, and I see his points, but just because Apple and Google, they're rivalries and they're going to compete. And with Google TV coming out this fall, that's why I say Apple kind of kicked it in gear. Just because they're going to want to compete with Google. And I don't think they're going to let them take that market as far as that goes. I think they definitely want to stay ahead. And personally, that's why I think we'll see it at this event coming Wednesday. So, Michael, tell us why you don't think it's going to be there.
Well, first of all, and again, this goes back to what you guys have already heard with the history of how everybody gets blown away and gets out of control with the rumors. Guys, this is a music event. The iTV or the Apple TV or the new generation of the Apple TV is not a music event. They're going to do this. If this is something that they're revamping that is so big, they're going to have either, and I know this sounds really weird, but bear with me, they're either going to have their own event in October when they're working on the MacBooks and all that stuff, or we wait till January, but that's maybe getting a little ahead of ourselves there. I don't think it's going to take that long. But I really honestly think that, this is a music event. It's going to stay a music event, and it's just going to be one of those rumors. It's not going to die. It's going to happen. We all know it's going to happen, but now it's just not the time. They're going to focus on the few items that are the big music items, and we went through this last year as well when we got to this particular music event. We thought there was going to be more things with the iPad. We thought there was going to be more stuff with
I guess back to WWDC, we thought we were going to see everything, and we just got the iPhone.
And guys, they're sectioning this stuff off. Now, they are going a little later with updating things as well. So, I myself have seen things just constantly taking forever to update. The iMac got an update, less than 6 months from the last one that came up. So, I just don't see it happening just yet. It's going to happen this year, just not now.
Okay, so you think it's coming, but just not at the event come Wednesday. All right, so we'll see.
This is a music event.
So we have it on tape. Let's see who's wrong, me or Michael.
Oh, by the way, $99, that's definitely a big seller.
So you think it's going to hit? You think it's going to hit that price point though? $99.
Yeah, I think they're going. I think they're going to be $99. What was the other one? Because it was $249.
Google's was $199. Correct me if I'm wrong. Someone's gonna yell at me like it was $179.
And then you'll have a big argument again and be like, oh,
dumbass.
I kid. Yeah, I think it'll be around that price because it's going to be more geared towards working with your Mac computer.
Yeah, no, we're gonna
as
get
opposed to it being on its own.
we're gonna get the PC guys. Just I can drag my freaking custom built PC to my TV. I don't need no iTV.
Yeah.
Screw that.
All right, so the next thing that you want to talk about, I'll turn this one over to you. You can do the.
We'll go up the scale, and we're gonna talk about the new Nano. I mean, from the pictures I've seen, it looks almost like a shuffle. If you guys remember the old school shuffle, the one that would fit in the little earbud headset. So to me, it almost looks like they took I don't know if you want to take an iPod Touch, Nano, and shuffle, and just freaking had sex, basically. You guys can, if you're like 12 years old, I'm sorry I didn't say that.
Explicit tag on this video.
Yeah, I'm gonna get banned. Michael's channel.
So we've got either a Nano or a shuffle, right? I mean.
Yeah, I mean it looks from the pictures.
It could really go either way.
Yeah, so I don't know how they're gonna work it. I mean, to me it's kind of like they can go two ways. They can keep that as the Nano, and basically you're gonna get none of the touch features if you go for a shuffle. You just want something smaller for like $50
right.
or whatever. Or they can just make this the shuffle and keep the Nano how it is, maybe but with the camera and everything like that, because that's how they hit it before with the camera inside. So I don't know which way they're going to go, but the rumors have been saying that it's the new Nano, just going back to the smaller form factor, but we'll have to wait and see. So personally, I think the touchscreen looks cool. I mean, it looks badass from the pictures I've seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
now, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think else is going to be done with this as far as it being set up? The Nano, guys, as everyone knows, because it was released last year with the camera on it.
Yeah, that's one of the points. Because I don't think they're they're not gonna fit a camera on there. I don't think they'll have a camera on there. So for the people,
well, how much bigger do you think the device will be? With a what would you say earlier, 3 centimeter by 3 centimeter screen?
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be, touch capacitive, the whole 9.
Mm-hmm.
And is that going to be a click wheel with that? Is it going to be without a click wheel? So, hence the whole idea of it could be a shuffle. A complete touchscreen interface. That's pretty darn small.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen nothing leading to the fact that we're going to see a click wheel. It looks like they're going to kind of axe that, and
right.
everything's going to be touch-based. So
be cool. It'd be real
I mean,
cool.
that kind of leads me to think that would be the shuffle, but just it seems like every rumor, every article is still saying that's the Nano.
Yeah, you're right.
But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see Wednesday. I'm definitely excited, and even though I have a iPod on my phone, obviously, I think I'd be a sucker and have to pick one of these up if it was touch, because it looks pretty damn cool.
Right. Okay, so last but not least, what everybody is dying for, because this seems to be just as popular a device than the iPhone, or along with the iPhone, it's the iPod Touch.
Yes.
And everybody's screaming for a front-facing camera, and the darn thing hasn't even gotten a regular camera on the back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say both.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've been reading on Engadget and Gizmodo, Less Than Normal.
Yeah.
They're bad. They're a bad company. No. Boy Genius. Those are the sites that I like to check out. And it just seems like everything gears towards the front-facing camera. But I'm going to say that it's going to be both.
Yeah, no,
I really do.
I agree on you. We'll go ahead and stop the press.
Cool.
But I think they do. I think they will have both cameras, just because the fact that, I mean, you want to have something on the go, just the same idea as the Nano, where you can take pictures, video. Now, what I think might differentiate that from the iPhone is we possibly won't see the HD recording or maybe a smaller megapixel camera, because you still want to have some sort of exclusiveness to the iPhone users. Otherwise, they're going to be pissed, because you can go get out 100. We'll get into that next as far as storage, but possibly a 128 gig
right.
iPod Touch that does everything the iPhone does, but you don't got to deal with shitty ass AT&T. So I think they'll leave a couple things to the iPhone so they can hold on to those for you iPhone users, myself included. But I think definitely both cameras, just because obviously we're gonna need FaceTime. But I think it would be kind of lame if they didn't have it on the other side, so we can take pictures and video and everything like that. Now get into the storage if you want to hit that, Michael.
Yeah, sure. I completely agree with you. We're with the whole idea of music. Everybody who uses the iPod Touch, is you need to have the massive storage for that. Gearing more towards video games, movies, Netflix. Just the ability to be able to process these things. The memory is going to have to be increased, and the storage.
Yeah.
These things run great as they do already, but the storage is just going to keep going. It's getting less and less expensive to make these, getting less and less expensive to put the storage in them. Everybody knows that. I mean, heck, you get a 1 terabyte drive for $100 now for a computer.
Yeah.
So I say 64 and 128. Do they have a third? Maybe do like a 32.
Yeah, I was hearing
that'll
some
be lower end.
Sorry, I was hearing some rumors that
go
they're
ahead.
possibly gonna get a smaller iPod Touch, but I think that's just kind of people pulling stuff out of their,
Asses.
yeah, just
Collective
making
asses.
some stories. But I think,
No, it's just the way it is.
but we're gonna hear that now. So as far as that goes, one thing I wanted to add though, but with you mentioned like Netflix, and then we have Pandora. Because myself, I find personally not loading up my iPhone with as much music as I would have had to in the past, just because I have Pandora at will. Now with Netflix, we're gonna have movies, and you're not gonna have you don't have to go load it up with movies because you have it there streaming with Wi-Fi or whatever. So do you think, especially with the ITV and there's rumors about iTunes going cloud-based, do you think that's gonna have any effect on the storage, and maybe Apple won't throw 128 gigs because of the cloud-based rumors, or that's the direction they're headed? I just wanted to that's something that crossed my mind, but
that would definitely take the strain off the device itself. However, you go cloud-based, you got to get there.
Yeah.
And these devices just being Wi-Fi still would leave that to them wanting to maybe stick with the 64. It's definitely not a bad size. Everyone else is nowhere near them when it comes. Well, I shouldn't say everyone.
Yeah.
A lot of companies can't touch that as far as having a 64 gig of memory or space. I keep saying memory. A 64 gig hard drive on a music device like that. So they may be a little ahead of the curve that they could save some money there if they stick with the 64. It just seems like 128 would be the natural progression. But then again, they didn't do it last time.
Well, that, and we thought we would see 64 gigs for the iPhone. I mean, at least I did. Coming from 32, they didn't even bump that up at all.
No.
So we'll have to
focused on different things.
Wait and see. Apple's Apple. They're going to do what they want to do.
Right.
I think we've covered pretty much every point to this. I think Retina display, yes or no? What do you think?
Oh yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, you don't want to step backwards or go the same. And it's so funny you mention that, because I was thinking in my mind as you were saying the whole idea of keeping the gigabytes the same, and people you thought they would have gone with the 64. How many people? And I guess I'm gonna throw this question out to everybody to respond below. How many people have an iPhone and an iPod Touch or a Shuffle or a Nano? Or I would just say Nano, iPod Touch, and a phone.
Yeah.
I do. I have 2 Nanos. My wife's got one. I got one. I got an iPod Touch, and I got the iPhone. My wife's got an iPhone. So the idea of the phone staying where it's at, I think, would be the reason for the higher on that. That is to kind of answer your question. You saying you thought the phone would go to 64. I don't think it needs it.
Yeah, true. That's a good point.
On that. So that was just my point as far as that goes. But Retina display,
for sure.
all the way.
Cool.
You have to.
I think so. You guys let us know what you guys think as well. And pretty much the last point that I want to cover with you guys and Michael is 3G capabilities. I've heard offers of being able to do 3G plans. Maybe it's going to be like the iPad for you're doing $24 a month or $29 a month on the iPod Touches. So I think it's 50-50. I think actually more 75-25 just because with the iPad, and AT&T is capable to do that. And I want to ask you guys, now that you guys, if you could get an iPod Touch and enable the 3G, would you guys ditch your iPhone and maybe go to another carrier because you're just tired of AT&T as far as the service goes for your phone? I mean, I've heard people complain. For me personally, where I live, AT&T, the reception's better than Verizon. But that changes from area, obviously. So you guys let me know if you guys can get the iPod Touch with 3G, would you possibly leave your iPhone? And then, Michael, do you think we're going to have that at all?
I'm shaking my head no the whole time. No, definitely not.
Okay.
Too much.
I'm throwing all the wheels out there.
I know. No. That's a good point. I haven't seen that anywhere, to be completely honest with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that. I just may have skipped over it. because I see yet another iPod Touch rumor.
I probably made it up.
He probably made it up. Hey, it's a rumor. It could happen. No, I think that's too much.
Yeah.
I think you're. If you really wanted to say something that would cross the line, I would say that more so than a camera and a front-facing camera for the iPod Touch.
Yeah, cool.
I think you're going to see that first. No, I think that's too much.
Okay.
As far as that goes, because if you add 3G to it, then the hack that adds the phone,
yeah,
that's all it's going to take.
Oh,
they offer the 3G to it. I'm waiting for the hack on the iPad.
Yeah.
That allows you to use it over 3G and have a phone. I think they do already. I'm probably behind the times on that.
Yeah. We're all behind the times.
Yeah. So now, guys, those are the 3 things that John and I wanted to cover the most of.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to end it with one thing that just crossed my mind right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kind of going improv right here, but iLife, with this being music, GarageBand, do you think that's a possibility? Because it is a music-based. They have the guitar on there with the picture. So because they might be revamping GarageBand, we might see the whole new iLife package, iLife 11. And they're supposed to be having a mystery application. So 2 questions for you, Michael, and then we'll close it out. One is, do you think we'll see iLife 11 at Wednesday's event? And 2, do you have any idea what the mystery application could be that we've been hearing of?
I would hope and pray that iLife 11. I was kind of hoping iLife 11 would have been announced the last keynote.
Yeah, in the summer when that happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I heard it was ready to go. I heard they were going to do 11. So I would say that would be cool. I, to be completely honest with you, would love to see some updates to not only GarageBand but to iMovie.
Yeah.
iMovie is in sore need of more little things, transitions, music, the whole 9 on something like that. That would be really cool. I think that would fit right into the show. So I would probably say if there is a one more thing or something like that along what Steve would do, I could see iLife being updated. That would be cool.
Cool.
That would be real cool.
All right, well, that pretty much wraps everything up. So I hope you guys had a little bit of fun with this. We kind of wanted to go away from the norm of the usual, Apple's coming out with this and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So you guys read the articles, you guys watch the videos. I don't want you guys to have 20 videos of the same video, so that happens. Definitely. So, I mean, I apologize because that does happen with tech topics and everyone's going to want to do it. So we're just kind of stepping outside of the box and try to bring you guys something a little bit different. So as always, I mean, you guys know we appreciate you guys watching. If you guys haven't checked out Michael's channel, he's better than me. So go check out his channel and give him a subscription. He definitely deserves it. But yeah, it's had some fun with this, and I'm very looking forward to anticipating Wednesday. You guys can check out. I'll be posting a follow-up Wednesday. I'll be running probably to the Apple Store shortly after and seeing what I can get my hands on. But other than that, I'll catch you guys later. I'll just let Michael say goodbye, and then hope you guys enjoyed the video.
No, cool, John. I really appreciate being able to get together on this. I thought this was something that would be interesting to do. And guys, I already did my spotlight on Jonathan. You guys know how I feel about his channel and everything he has going on over there. Lots to learn. Definitely, my subscribers should go again and check him out. I am going to attempt to be on Ustream on Wednesday for a little while to see what's going on. So I have a little leeway that I might be able to do that, to stick around for most of it. So just take an extra lunch, an extra long lunch on that. So
get fired.
Thank you, everybody.
Sorry guys, I couldn't buy the iPod. I got fired.
All the bosses are on vacation next week.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. So I'll be able to sneak out and do something like that.
Cool.
But yeah, so I concur with Jonathan as far as just doing something different to show you guys. I myself have never really done something like this, so that's why I wanted to bring someone who normally does it.
We're popping cherries here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry.
This is so so explicit. Tag is gonna have to go on this. Nah, it's okay. What are you gonna do? You got to grow up sometime, right?
Yeah, you guys hear this in school.
Exactly. All right, this is probably like a 15-minute video. You're like, oh my God, is it Mike with Carlos? Oh.
This guy's not Carlos.
I know, exactly.
Get rid of him.
This guy. So.
All right, we'll catch you guys later. Yapping.
Right.
See you.
Take it easy, guys.
See you
Have
Wednesday.
a good one.
See you Wednesday.
See you.